Few anime moments have ever captured the imagination of fans quite like Goku's first Super Saiyan transformation during the Frieza Saga. Over 2 decades later, the scene remains one of the most powerful sequences in Dragon Ball Z, not just because of the jaw-dropping visuals or intense action, but because of the emotional speech that followed. While Dragon Ball has never been known primarily for its dialogue, Goku's "I am" monologue endures as a defining statement of what the series and its hero truly stand for. For a franchise built around explosive battles and constant evolution, Dragon Ball thrives on energy, perseverance, and transformation, both physical and emotional. Yet, when Goku unleashes his anger and achieves the form of a Super Saiyan, the words he speaks to Frieza transform that moment from spectacle into legend. His speech articulates everything that makes Goku such an enduring symbol of courage and compassion. The speech that captured the heart of Dragon Ball. The Frieza Saga stands as a masterclass in tension and emotional buildup. After enduring tremendous loss, including the brutal death of his best friend, Krillin, Goku finally reaches his breaking point. What begins as anguish becomes transcendence as he unlocks the legendary power of the Super Saiyan. But it isn't the glowing hair or the surge of energy that makes this scene immortal, it's Goku's declaration. Standing before Frieza, he introduces himself not as a god or a monster, but as a warrior who fights for peace and justice. His monologue blends fury and righteousness, encapsulating the essence of Dragon Ball, that strength is meaningful only when used to protect others. In a series where actions often overshadow words, this rare moment of clarity defines Goku's character better than any punch or energy blast ever could. His words elevate the transformation from a display of dominance to a moral awakening, transforming rage into resolve. Multiple versions, one timeless message. Over the years, Goku's "I am" monologue has appeared in several forms across media, from the original Japanese dialogue to various English dubs and translations. Each version offers its own interpretation of Goku's identity and purpose. Fans often debate which take best captures the spirit of the moment. The Dragon Ball Z Kai rendition is widely regarded as the definitive one, refined by decades of hindsight and improved translation accuracy. It emphasizes Goku's purity of heart while acknowledging the righteous fury that fuels his transformation. Earlier versions, like the original Funimation dub, took a more westernized approach, turning Goku into a superhero archetype with a now iconic line, "Ally to good, nightmare to you." While it may sound campy today, it perfectly reflected the era's enthusiasm for making anime accessible to new audiences. Each iteration of the speech reflects not just translation differences, but how the world has perceived Goku as both a mythic warrior and a relatable human hero. The power behind the words. The emotional intensity of this scene pushed every voice actor involved to their limits. Both Masako Nozawa in the Japanese version and Sean Schemmel in the English dub deliver performances that feel raw and electrifying. Their voices carry the emotional weight of loss, determination, and triumph that make Goku's transformation unforgettable. The "I am" speech works because it's more than a victory cry, it's a reaffirmation of identity. Goku doesn't claim to be divine or invincible. He asserts his humanity, his Saiyan heritage, and his purpose as a protector. It's a statement that echoes through every series and sequel that followed, influencing countless anime heroes in its wake. A legacy that still burns bright. 26 years later, Goku's first Super Saiyan transformation remains one of anime's greatest moments, not just for its animation or choreography, but for its soul. The "I am" speech distills the essence of Dragon Ball into one timeless truth. Real power comes from compassion, not conquest. Every future transformation, every climactic speech that followed, owes its emotional core to this moment on planet Namek. Goku's words remind fans why they fell in love with the series in the first place, and why, even decades later, the golden-haired warrior still represents the beating heart of anime heroism.